Hello! I have been listening to this little band play this tune for the past several minutes. Hi everyone. I've done a few tiny changes to the setup today, one of which being a long overdue fan art roll, which for a while there I was sitting at thinking, is it gonna change to a new image? Did I do it right? But it seemed like it was working. I just want to say thank you everyone who had contributed fan art that's now on the loading screen. Soul, your piece is up there, and I just can't believe people drew me doing stuff. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, see, now I can just put stuff up there and it immortalizes the cool stuff people did. Yay! Welcome to Wuthering Waves. It's a gacha game, and what else can I say about it? It's got the guy of all time in it right here, and yes, I already have him. Today we are going to be gambling for more of him, because he's the only thing worth getting in this game, and I'm just gonna save up what I get and spend it on him, and that's pretty much it. There's no other character that's worth having. This is just the Brant game. That's just what it is. Oh, and yeah, hello Mr. Bean, and hello Red Rush. Welcome to my spending bonanza. I hope you're enjoying the little thing these guys are playing, because they will just not stop doing this. They will just do this forever. I'm gonna tiptoe away just a little bit. And now there's no music, although there's some numbers happening in the distance. Right, so I'm not gonna get straight into it. I wanna it doesn't take very long to spend months-long savings in a gacha game. So before we actually move on to doing it, I'm going to just hit up a few other attractions along the way. What I usually do when I log in is I check what's in the current events. So we had this color-based puzzle. I've already completed all of them. But I have to fast travel to do that. I'm not gonna bother. It was a really simple little puzzle thing. Where I don't know what to call it. I'm sure it's got a real name. They tend to add somewhat random playable modes pretty much constantly. Like this is just a collect a token every so often. And if I defeat 5 enemies, I get 10 tokens, and then they'll give me stuff for getting tokens. Just for no real reason. But there's no... okay, I'm going to call them Primo Gems, by the way, because it's easier. There's no Primo Gems in this, so who cares? There's this minigame, which is to do with this woman who we just did a storyline for. She's an arch villain, but they gave her this weird... storyline simulation thing, which has nothing to do with her. But I've been doing one every day so I can complete all the levels. So let's do one right. See, isn't it cheery? Isn't it whimsical? This is so weirdly out of character for who this is. In the story quest, okay, like, spoilers, mute for 2 seconds if you haven't played this and want to. The story about her, we killed this woman. She's dead. Kind of. I mean, it was difficult to tell. I kind of didn't realize because there's no actual violence depicted, but she got kind of turned into... She kind of evaporated, I don't know, but now she's here and she's running a mini game. Who even knows? What was I on? Okay. How do I even explain how this works? I didn't really read much of the
great performance needs not two conductors.
I haven't read much of the instruction. You kind of just click things and then numbers appear and then you win. that's what you do. So you choose to have guys that sit on your board, and I can refresh and get different guys. Let's have this guy. Hey, Soul Waspman, thanks for the Curse of Ra. Yeah, let's get another one of those. So when you've made a selection, you have a game board, and it's got these pieces on it based on monsters. And she sits in the corner, and you have to get the monsters to generate tokens. I don't know. And every day you get tokens. So now the monsters are eating each other, but they're producing tokens for it, and then you get to pick more. Oh, it's giving me some instructions. They're more powerful than normal ones. What is this? Yeah, I've used this before, haven't I? Oh, it's got an effect on it or something. Yeah, so what I was wondering is, what is this game mode? What is this? Is this like some other existing game? Is what you said Plants versus Zombies? Is that what it is? Hashtag MyCube! Thank you, ModFox. I have a fan art roulette now, and I put your cube in it. I'm so happy with it. It's so cool. These are almost cubes. These are hexagons. Have I not played Plants vs. Zombies? No, I haven't. Why would I? I haven't played every game in the world. So all I have to do is complete 3 phases of 5 days and meet the token allowance each time. Let's pick this one. And I've already met it. I've already got 150. And then I use her power up because I think it boosts you for 3 days. And we can just coast now. Some of the hexagons have different environmental effects, and as you keep going, the monsters will change. And I barely even understand what any of this means. I just press buttons. I'm very interested to know if this is based on some other kind of... I don't need ones that eat ones. I need ones to be eaten. So this is what Wuthering Waves is like. What should we buy? I can't keep buying herons. I'll just buy this one. And have a box which gives you 3. Okay, yeah, more herons. We already met the requirement of 400, so we're fine. I just don't. I click things. Enjoying Brant while you paint. Good. Good. This game is good for just being something that happens beside you. Army of herons. You'd think that was a good thing. Like, what could be bad about having an army of herons? But no, they need to eat something every turn, so I need to keep providing them. Yeah, that's the blue one is good. Now use her power up, which we don't even need. I'm not saying it's not enjoyable. It's pretty... I mean, you just watch number go up. It's just number go up the game. I've got no clue why they added this strange little mode. And even less idea why Frolova is guiding us through this. I thought this broad was dead. Well, apparently she runs this minigame as well. I don't know. Yeah, they have environmental things. Some of these hexagons are like water-based. I don't know what that does.
Perhaps I should
oh, I forgot to introduce the Pokemon today. I'm sorry. That's a lapse on my part. Yeah, this today's adoptable Pokemon is a shiny Pichu up in the corner there, and I don't remember how that works. Does the evolution of Pikachu depend on where the Pichu was caught or where the Pikachu is being evolved? Either way, it is a normal one. It came from Hisui, so it's from the distant past of Sinnoh. Soul Waspman has gone for the shiny Pichu immediately. Thank you, Soul Waspman. Yeah, you can turn it into a normal Raichu, which is orange, if you so desire. Would you like to do the trade right now? Which is probably the best thing. Are you available to trade? Yoy, okay. Well, I have the Pichu right here. Let's get the trade going. You can send this to most games, Sword and Shield, the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and Scarlet and Violet. I caught this Pichu in Hisui in 2022, so I've had it a while. Other than that, it's a perfectly normal, extremely small, shiny Pokemon. Let's see if I can find Mr. Waspman and offer to trade. That was quick. I was wondering if I should, since it's a special gacha based stream, if I should start rotating the shinies. Okay, I've got the trade screen open. Tell me if you are or are not ready. What will I get from Soul Waspman today? Who knows? Where's the Pichu? I gotta pick the right one. I've actually got several. That's the right one. There we go. Okay. He has offered me an Alolan Golem, which is like kind of, that's not that easy to get. You gotta trade those things. There we go. Bree, hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm just currently doing my shiny Pokemon giveaway. Soul Waspman has claimed this shiny Pichu, and it is currently zooming its way straight into his phone. Off it goes. Congratulations, Mr. Waspman. I hope you enjoy this Pichu. There we are. As always, if you go ahead and move this into any of the console games and you use it or evolve it or anything, please do take any kind of screenshot of the life that it leads and send that to me so that I can see what you got up to. I just think that's a fun thing to see. There we go. All sent. And I will... There we go. It has been claimed. So yeah, that's in every stream I will give away a shiny, a different one every time, and that was a quick one. So that's great. I'm glad that little guy went to a good home. Let's continue with this baffling mini game. This guy's good. Let's buy one of those. I think I'm gonna be fine though. I've already met the requirement. I'm not sure why it got so easy all of a sudden. So now we just watch these tiny animals eat each other. None of this has been particularly difficult, and they've added like so many. There's a lot of different factors. There's a lot of rules. Each of them does a different thing, and then they interact in different ways. But it kind of doesn't matter because I just like tell them to eat each other and then I win. And then numbers appear. Yay! I've got 2,000! Yeah, let's have more herons. Just add to my pile of herons. Yeah, why not? We're nearly there. Go my herons! Hashtag my herons! Yay!
The illusion of paradise will fade, but these miracles, these revelations will echo forever.
Thank you, Frollover. I'm not sure why you run this strange little game. So, I got 20 Primo Gems. I'm just gonna keep calling them that. I got 20 Primo Gems and I can buy a power up to make the next levels easier. Yeah, that's that mini game. I'm just dipping into it. So the tokens, not yet. That was a giveaway. We don't need that. This mini game is weird. You know how I said the I don't know what to call it. What is that game format called? Like a hexagonal mat and units on it, and they generate stuff via different turns, and you have to try and maximize your gains from it. Whatever that is nowhere near as weird as this one. This is supposed to be your main character watching movies, but auto battler? Not really. They're not battling. They just sort of generate tickets for you. I don't know. You watch a movie and then you play yourself in the movie as a person walking around in the movie, and then but it doesn't do any action apart from fights, and the movie is described in text, so you read it, and then there's some of them have multiple endings. It's I don't know, it's hard to get my head around what exactly the point of these was. It's like they just sit there going, what random thing can we have everybody do for rewards? And then they come up with stuff, and it's a perfectly serviceable minigame in itself. I just have no idea why it was made. I don't know if that's worth looking at. Wastes is a kind of end game like Genshin Abyss. This is a weekly thing that you can get power-ups in. And this is even more Genshin Abyss, but I basically did these. So that's all for right now. This is going to have an exclamation point on it, but we're ignoring that. I guess that was it. Yeah, my dailies has shrunk down a little bit. We could try and maximize the primo gems we have. What else do we have? We can get the login. Wow, 10 whole. And then what's it called? Battle pass or whatever. I think it's weird that they're all called battle passes, but sure. Oh, if I get to 50, I get 2 normal wishes. Again, I'm just going to use Genshin terminology for pretty much all of this because it's easier and it's pretty much Genshin anyway. There is one thing though that this game does that Genshin could never do, and that is this. If I can just fly, I can fly completely unrestricted. So here's Amphorius or whatever the fuck. I don't know. 2 games came out with a very ancient Greek inspired city-states at the same time and other such consistencies. So I can just fly through here and I don't have to give half a shit about anything. Okay, I'm running out of stamina a tiny bit. I'm gonna just land up here. Yeah. Big statues. There is an arena. I think I have to go through here. My favorite vacation destination, Amphorius or whatever the fuck. Oh no! Oh, this is nowhere near it. I need to go way up, don't I? Let's just go up here. Fuck you, security guards. The only difference, I don't know what it is. I mean, I haven't played Honkai Star Rail. I just know it's got a Greek city in it, and they used a really authentic Greek aesthetic where it's got a lot of those what kind of trees is it? They're really tall and thin ones. But in here, there's not a lot of greenery, and what there is palm trees, which is an interesting choice. Also, I kept pronouncing it wrong for ages. I kept calling it Amorpheus in my head, which, I don't know, that sounds like a fantasy place name. This is the advertising eel that just kind of moves around the stadium. Cyprus, yeah, that's the bitch. And I can just fly down into the stadium if I want, and they do tournaments here. Oh look, hexagons. maybe that's where we were playing that minigame. So they don't have any character-based movement skills, because you know in Genshin, some of the selling point of the characters Eelvertising! That's fantastic. Thank you. A lot of the draw of pulling characters like Malwika, for example, is, oh, she's got a motorbike and she can scoot really, really fast on the motorbike, only in a specific region. And this one's like, nah, no, it's just combat skills and everyone can fly and glide, but flying is like, what the fuck is that? That's not an advertising eel, that's some sort of advertising jellyfish. Look at him.
Hey, little one.
Look how great he is.
There you go.
It is an eel era. Big eels, eelvertising. What is with the eel propaganda? Someone is I think eels may be sponsoring the stream. Where is the, I always forget where it is. Gallery? To look at the characters? Who did we add since we last made fun of these guys? I think just the top 3. Cartathea is a really odd one because she has 2 forms. One that's older and has big boobs. But you can't see that one.
I shall have no one tarnishing victory's honor.
This stream brought to you by Eelma Subs. Big ban for evil boy bands. Eelvil boy bands. God, imagine what kind of boy bands eels have. Everyone just linger on that for a second. Game eel sups. Yeah! Game eel sups. That's my raid message right now. I'd love to see anyone try and decode that one. This is Lupa. She was kind of the big intro character for the new region that's based on Greece, and has a lot of tournament style culture to it, and she's a gladiator. And I'm not too fond of her design, although I do think it's fairly standard for this game. I do like her shoulder capes though. I think the capes by themselves are very good. I like that. She's got a tail. She's wolf coded, I guess. The weirder thing about her to me is that they introduced her by, you landed like in one of her fights and she's in like rage mode. Her battle style revolves around having a rage mode where wolves join her in a fight and she like rages out, you know? And when you approach her in this fight, she kind of like gets up right in your face way too close and she sniffs you all over like a dog, as if she's got no idea of social codes. And that kind of, it really implies that she's a character archetype that's like, what do you call it in anime? Oh no! Why is the tail a different color from her hair? I'm not sure. Maybe they thought a pink tail would be too much. I feel it feels like she was meant to be the archetype that's kind of unhinged, you know? Kind of, I don't really understand how to deal with stuff. I'm doing it my own way. I will smell you, and you might even see my feet at some point. You know, someone who doesn't really adhere to normalcy. Someone who, whatever that archetype is, where if she saw you speaking to another woman, she'd get like outraged over it and have no qualms like punching someone. But then after that initial scene, she just turns into a completely normal person. Like, she's a gladiator, so she talks to you about fighting a lot, and she's very concerned about her honor and stuff in their own cultural way. But she's not insane at all. She's just a normal woman, and she sounds like someone who I would hear in real life. She sounds like just someone from where I'm from. So, I don't know, it's just like a weird clash. Razor, but make it weird and sexy lady? Kinda. She's a lot more, like, the big difference is that Razor has no human culture at all, because he's wolf raised, but Lupa is extremely embedded in her culture. She absolutely lives for the recognition of her people in the ring. Defeat is the only kind she'll ever know. That's so mean. But yeah, she's got the really standard like bodysuit that's got bits cut out of it, so there's nothing left to the imagination, and weird straps on the legs so we can pretend she's got some sort of leg thickness even though she hasn't. But anyway, she ended up being, I don't know if I would have preferred an anime trope to what we got, but it was just sort of, it felt weirdly missold. This is Frolova. She was evil, and then we killed her, and now you can pull her for your team. I don't know. She's a conductor who conducts with a flower on a stick. The amount of squish on her thigh straps looks painful. Yeah, because it's not real squish. She's got thin legs. So they had to like put really tight straps on to make it pretend to squish up. Her design's like okay. I get that the dress is meant to resemble one of the flowers. It's a bit weird that you can like see her ass crack from behind. I kind of like the dress in a way, and the collar is sort of nice. She does look distinct as a character. But the most fun thing about her was that there was a big cutscene about her sad backstory. And at first I thought they were doing a whole like, she was just a normal young girl once and her parents died and she was sad. It wasn't as undersold as that. It was that she went off to pursue a career in concert music, was successful, came back to return home and revisit all of her lovely childhood friends and family and everyone she loved, and the moment she arrived on the island she came from, it got struck by a fucking meteor. Just instantly. She got there and everyone went, hey, she's back, let's all go say hi, and they were running towards her and she looks up and there's a giant meteor that just slams into the thing, and because of magic powers she's the only survivor and now she's fucked up. And that was so completely over the top. I had to respect it. And I don't know. I think this flower like has some sort of meaning as well. But that it got me. It had some good music to it. They went all in on her, and at the end of it I was like, you know what? You did okay, Frolova. I didn't pull you, but it was fine. Anyway, those are characters I'm not pulling. I have never in my life actually if we're talking about open world gachas, so Genshin and this one, I have never intentionally pulled a 5-star female character. I would if there was one that really impressed me, but there just hasn't been one. And this game specifically, because there are so many female characters, they look to be spider lilies, which are associated with death and loss. Well, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, sure. I'm Pie Woman Hater Binotron. That's my full name. Laughing at the meteor story. No. It was kind of funny. It was like, it was so absurd that it was funny, but it was so incredibly sincerely done that it then kind of wrapped around to being impressive for me. I can't really defend it. I watched it and I was like, well, that's absolutely ridiculous. But then later on in the storyline, I did cry. So I don't think this game deserved it, but it did. So if you look at my team,
To which stage will life guide us next?
we got the boy of all time, the man of the hour, the only thing I care about in this
I'll
world.
play my role to the fullest.
He is fantastic. He's got the design of everything. I love looking at him. I love the color palette. I love the theme. He's fantastic. Everything about him is great, and all I want to do is pull this guy. I've also pulled,
The experiment
out of
begins.
boredom, Zhangli Yao, who is just Al Hatham with a bionic arm, except not mean, so not interesting, and
The battlefield
Jian,
is dynamic. Do not let your guard down.
whose design I think is pretty fun. Like I like an off-the-shoulder coat. I like a ponytail. Unfortunately, he's just sort of he's kind of bland. I'm sorry, he just kind of is. And no one else. I haven't pulled anyone else. All the other 5 stars are standards. So just those 3.
Which stage will life guide
I
us?
tried to pull Chicona and I couldn't get her. So she would have been the first female character I
whatever it is,
ever pulled
I'll
for.
play my
But I
role.
couldn't get her. So maybe if she comes back. This game has far fewer characters than Genshin. So they rerun them more often. But I mean, I'm not going to say the characters are more intensive than Genshin. But man, enjoy Arbunatron. That's me. So in like rebuke of how much focus this game puts on women, like if you look at the gallery again, I've decided to mostly just take men on board to give them a home because they don't have anywhere to go. Oh, she plays a little tune. So of the 4 stars, there's like woman, woman,
Let's reach.
woman,
Why hesitate?
woman,
Perfect
woman,
weather. I should
woman,
try. Sometimes
girl, woman. That's
Let
me.
be there for everyone.
Girl,
Time
this
for
is 5
another
stars now.
adventure?
Girl,
Hopefully, I'll do
woman.
my best.
There's like, okay, then there's 3 guys. One of them is a boy with a tail. I'm running an adoption agency for men.
No rush.
Woman, woman,
May I
woman,
pray for
woman.
Plan with convention.
One
The
dude.
experiment begins.
Understood.
Woman, woman,
I alone
woman,
will decide.
girl.
Today
Catholic
will be a
school
fine
reject.
day.
Brant, who's in his own
To which
category.
stage will life
Woman, woman,
Anything I can help
woman,
The divinity may
woman,
to split.
I shall have
Woman.
no one.
woman. So that's what we're dealing with. Adopting 30-year-old me. So yeah, I'm kind of just running an adoption agency. I'm only taking in male characters. Because I just thought it would be funny. And there's one other, no, that's not what I wanted. One other thing, if I can find it in the menu, just in case anyone
To
is
which
not
stage
familiar
will
with
life guide us next?
how pulling copies works. The menu
whatever it
shows
is,
their
I'll play my
stats,
role to the fullest.
their current weapon. Look at that. Look at that fucking animation. Then it goes away. Look, look. Oh, yeah, my sword. There it is. Jeez. You want emancipation? Nuh-uh. Not until you're 35. Instead of artifacts, you equip them with monsters that you get copies of, and they contribute stats to them. And then they can turn into that monster during a fight and do like an ability. Which, to be fair, is one of the more original things this game does. This is the skills that you level up just like Genshin, except that it goes upward instead of a list. I always forget they have like cherished items. He has an ammonite? I didn't remember this. I guess this is just some artwork about the character. I haven't really looked in this much. Are any of these any good? I mean, any good. They're all fantastic, but I can't remember which of these are like good to show everyone on stream. Birthday wishes. I wish that some of the characters were a bit more mean about each other, but that's not allowed. So this one shows you how many copies you get. When you get your first edition of the character, I think he's first edition. Yeah. None of these are activated. And then every time you get a copy, you can activate one of these nodes. So you can do 6 in total. And this is the same as Genshin. This is called like resonance chain. So I don't know what you call it, but I'm going to call it C1 to 6 because that's what Genshin calls it and that's what it's copied from, which stands for constellation in Genshin. So the first time Brant ran a banner, I think the day he came out was the day I started playing. Like, no joke, I am here for this guy and nothing else. He came out and I spent all of my initial, they load you up with some currency to begin with when you start playing so that you get more into it, you know. Genshin really is the only gacha. Well, the company that makes Genshin makes like 3 of the biggest in the space, and a lot of other stuff has copied them. But this one especially, because even the UI is very much like Genshin's. I didn't have to learn anything. I was like, oh yeah, that's where that is. It's the same thing. And it's only after speaking to Five about it that I realized a lot of the plot is cribbed from Honkai Star Rail, but I didn't recognize because I haven't played that one. But a lot of the recent stuff is about how anime Italy is under threat from something called the which one is it? The Dark Tide. And Five was like, no, yeah, that Star Rail has a black tide in it. It's the same thing. And I was like, oh, so they just copied that. Okay. Anyway, I spent my initial currency on him when I started playing, and I lost my 50-50, but then I got him, and then I went and got his weapon, which you also have to pull for, and then having gotten him and his weapon, I was pretty happy with that. I just kept going and got another one of him. So I have him at C1, and that's why there's a C1 in the corner. So if I get more copies of him, I can get him up to C6, which I don't think is going to happen. Technically, I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. But technically, since it's a gacha, anything could happen. We never know. So that's the basis of it. I'll see how many constellations for him I can get with the funds I have. Let's have a look. We do not care about you, Cantarella. The big preschool ass font for the C1. See, I looked up. I have a text generator I keep using. There's probably like better ones, but I keep going back to like result 1 in Google, and it has a bunch of set generators for types of fonts and colors. And I literally tried to make it so that C1 was the shittiest of the ones that weren't like flying around too much. So yeah, I deliberately picked one that was like goo goo gaga baby time for the starting one. And as we get more copies of him, you can see what other hell else I picked for the animated text. Here he is. This is my guy. God, should I like explain who he is? Because I mean, I don't think anyone else plays this. He styles himself as a pirate, but technically, he's just a ship's captain. He's not. You thought it was in. You thought it was in game. No, that's my overlay to show you what he is right now. Sorry. Look. It's me. I added this so you could because I'm not gonna. I don't have it in me to make a counter for the number of wishes I'm using or anything really complicated, so I just put this so I won't lose track of which constellation I'm on. Because if I didn't put that up, genuinely I might forget how many I've pulled. Chat has been converted to Coco Melon. That's very funny. What was I saying? He's a ship's captain. He is reviled by all pirates of the seas. Because anytime they go out to do raids, he just kind of ends up finding them and raids them instead. So he's a raider of pirates. The reason he took up this life is because he comes from the anime version of Catholic Italy. And when he was a young boy, he saw one of the big statues they have of the creature they worship. Each region has a different creature. The same way that in Genshin every region has an Archon. In this game, each area has a very powerful monster kind of thing that supposedly protects the people and gives them guidance. And he saw a statue of this thing, which is, I can't remember the name. It's like half horse, half mermaid. And he was like, this thing that we have a big statue of, our god, where is it? Like, literally, where is the... Everyone worships it a lot. There's a big church, like, they've got a cathedral to it. The haunts of all time. He just said... Is it a Kelpie? I can't remember what that refers to. He basically just questioned and said, where is the creature that everyone's worshipping, and he got immediately handcuffed and taken away by the Catholic officials, and he got sent on pilgrimage. And for them, pilgrimage means you get put on a ship and sent away. It's like a really fun term for being exiled. He was a child at the time. An odd pull for Italy. I mean, I could take you around the cathedral maybe to explain this a bit more, but I wouldn't do my pulls in there because of what happened to him. So yeah, the Catholic Church had a setup where they would put everyone on a ship and tell them they were going on a pilgrimage to help them understand their religion more. Like you go out and you go on a soul-searching journey, but the ships would just sail off to a ship graveyard in the middle of a foggy ass nowhere, and everyone would die. So they were sending you out to just die far away from anyone so no one would find out. And he managed to get through this, grow up with a bunch of survivors, and became a kind of savior figure for them, and decided to spend his life finding the people who were sent out on pilgrimage and helping them integrate into a society that he set up in a safe little cavern, so that no one else would have to die when they go on pilgrimages. So that's basically his deal. That's so expensive. Ships aren't cheap. That's the funniest thing. If you look around the place where they end up, it's just full of broken down, abandoned ships. And it's like, how much is this costing you? It's like, spend less on candles, but sending out heretics on pilgrimages on ships that don't come back. It's bizarre. Anyway, we are gonna pull him, but one thing it does differently from Genshin is that in this game, the pulls that you have are separated into character banner, standard banner, which is this one, which is the less special blue looking ones. No one expects the ship inquisition. I guess they didn't expect what was going on there. And the weapon banner has a different kind of... You use a different thing. I don't remember the names of any of these, but this is not the same as what's on the character banner. It's a separate one for the weapons, which means that these weapon-specific ones I've collected cannot be used on the character banner, so I have to use them on a weapon. So I figured I might as well start off by using the weapon-specific ones. If you look at my history, I don't remember what I pulled last, but I probably stopped after getting a 5-star weapon. Did I? Yes, I spent... I was up to the last second before the banner changed, getting Jian's weapon for him for some godforsaken reason. So yeah, I think I'll just do 4 and then a 10 pull, and we'll see if we get anywhere near the weapon. But I mean, I already have this, but there's nothing else I can use these for, so let's begin. So that's the animation. It's blue if you get Bupkis. And I'll start skipping these so it's a bit shorter. Nope. You can see there's a tell for whether you got something, which I didn't figure out for quite a while, which is if you can see a sparkle in the sky, that means that it's a 4 or 5 star. This will probably still be nothing. Yeah. So there's a waveform up there. There's a sparkle in it if you're getting something good. So now I'm going to do a 10, and that will definitely come up with a 4 star, so you'll get to see the 4 star animation. Yep, so it goes purple to indicate a 4 star. And now we have to watch all of them appear. The weapons are very sci-fi-esque. This, by the way, is what they have instead of catalysts. This, like, kind of floating, spinning mechanism. There we go, I got whatever this is. I think that's a great sword. It's not that obvious because we were looking at the Greek area, and I've mentioned the Italian area, but there is, obviously, because games that Chinese-made gacha games tend to put in Chinese rep. There's a Chinese area that's based on that. And for some reason, that whole area is very, very inspired by Death Stranding. It's less apparent once you move on to the next regions, but if you're in the Chinese-based area, it's so obviously been inspired by Death Stranding, which is such an interesting choice. It's not bad. It is just interesting. Okay, so we've done weapon. We now move on to the main event. I've got 39 of the little bastards you use. I've got 19,000 primo gems or whatever they're called. What are we gonna bet that I can spend a single one of these and get him immediately? That's not a joke. What do you think is the chances I can just get a really, really lucky start here? Does anyone think I can pull that off? 10%. I mean, you're probably not wrong. Except if you were looking at the actual... It's actually got a slightly higher pull rate than Genshin. If the bit is strong enough, absolutely. Is the bit gonna carry me through if I do a single one? What are the penalties for not getting it? What, on this one single pull? Nothing really. I don't get to do a bit. All right, I'm gonna do a single one, and we'll see if my very first pull of the stream can somehow bring him home. Nah, I didn't get it. Every 10 pulls you don't get it, you take a shot of orange juice. Why are you inventing penalties? I actually don't have any orange juice, unfortunately. Oh, you know what I forgot to say? Bree is actually here. I forgot to say, Bree, thank you for drawing the reactive I'm using right now. Let me do a shout out, actually. Can I remember how to do that? I'm sorry if I forget. Yeah. There, yeah. Follow Walla Bree. Sorry if I don't pronounce it right. They did this reactive that I'm using, my gacha reactive. Shots of dry oatmeal. Every 10 pulls you don't get it, I take a shot of wood grain alcohol. My life is on the line. I love this reactive. I use it for like special occasions that seem suitable to it, but it's really good. It's got my guys on my shoulder. Okay, what should we do? Should we... I'm gonna do singles. I'm gonna do singles. Dressing up fancy? I don't want to say that's what it was. I don't want to say that. One more. Nope, still not it. Every 10 pulls Pie doesn't win, I down a cup of turpentine or turpentine. I cannot remember. We don't call anything that. What is that? I don't actually know what that is. Okay, third pull. Well, what do you know?
The curtains pull back, and I am here to hunt for every laugh. Brant, at your service. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Woohoo! We got him! And that means we are changing our little corner indicator to C2. No varnish thinner needs to be downed. We've pulled him. Yeah, isn't he fancy? God, I mean, as soon as I saw this guy, like I think 5 was like, you have to see this dude right now. I think, like, I saw the hat and a part of me was just like gone. Can we still drink it for fun? I mean, all right, C2. That's pretty good. That's good going, I think. You can drink nail varnish remover if you... Actually, no, I can't say that on stream. I could be legally liable. I walked away for a minute to grab food. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully we can get another one, because that was 3 wishes. I'm saying wishes no matter what they're called. What are these called? Radiant Tides. I mean, if Tide was here, we could do a bit about it. No, I have not endorsed anything. No. Who is going to say, like, using a Tide or whatever? Someone clip by saying you can drink nail varnish. Okay, so to put the bit down for a second, the reason I did singles is because I knew I was very close to Pity just then. I spent a lot on, well, I put everything I was earning into Chiacona and didn't get her, and I knew I was like right at Pity, so I had a good feeling that it would only take a couple wishes. However, I was on my 50-50, so that was kind of, I knew it was coming, but I did just win my 50-50. So congratulations me, that was quite lucky. So we're now back at nothing. And I think it's time to spend these a little bit more liberally. So let's do 10. And we got a 4, obviously. It'll give you a 4 every 10 you do. Can I skip these and just look at the... I got 2! I got 2 4 stars. The 2 redheads. I say the 2 redheads. There's a lot of redheads. Let's do another 10. We could try counting. 20. I will lose track though, is the problem. So we got more to feed. I should have.
It's quick. I have experiments underway.
Shown like the intro movie for these guys. I'll let you see the intro for them like one time. He's not super interesting, but he is very catty and uninterested in you, which I do like. And for some reason, if you do a tier list of the characters who are good in end game content, he's right at the top, even though he's a 4-star. So having... Did I not have any? No, I'm sure I had some. But getting constellations for him... Oh, he converted. I think I've maxed him out then. I think I've maxed him. But yeah, he's good to have. You like his design? Well, you're allowed to like his design. It's like, it's a pretty decent one. He's got like scales along his chest, which I think is an interesting choice. Okay, this takes us up to 30 wishes. And it's another 4-star. Let's get the 4-star movies in instead of skipping.
Quit the chit-chat. Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided your descriptions are reasonable.
There we go. He is a scientist, and honestly, this is kind of a slutty get-up for a scientist. I just realized one of his hands is also growing these scales. The difficult thing is they don't explain a lot about some of the characters. You can pull them. Some of them you get for free during the storyline. But the character doesn't really appear in the storyline much, or have anything to do. He appears very briefly, and that's just so you know he's a scientist. But why he's got scales, I don't actually know. I'm sure I could... He heard that you liked his design. Oh, that's cute. Let's do one more 10, and then have a break, I think. So this takes us up to 40. Who did we get? If it's more Mortifees, I get lots of currency.
What does our loyal client wish to inquire about today?
Was Alto on the... Oh, he wasn't, was he? He's a lucky off-banner pull. That's Alto.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing all
He smacks of a guy they tried to design to appeal to women. The men won't stop coming home. That's pretty true. I mean, given how many women are in the game, getting a man is like winning several extra coin flips. But yeah, He's fine. I do actually like how he plays, but no one uses him for anything. He's not meta. He has sunglasses and he acts like he's the hottest shit of all time. There's probably some teens that are into that, but not so much. No one I've got this. Oh, actually, the other redhead I got was a lucky off banner pull because it's... I've forgotten her name. She's boring. Anyway, that was a good start. We've got a lot more currency left to go, and we're gonna have a quick break. So if you need to go and pick up a drink or baby first bitch man blobbo. I love the alliteration in every other word. Oh, you've got a stream too. Oh no. Yeah, Bree, get going. You got to do your own stream. We're all gonna be streaming. I'm gonna... Thank you, Bree. Go ahead and have fun. And I would raid you when I'm finished, but I'm gonna be raiding 5 and veg, so I line up for that. But if we both raid 5 and veg, then we can catch them in a pincer movement. Okay, I'm gonna just move. I'm gonna scoot over here. But yeah, I hope you have a great stream. I'm sorry I can't attend since I'm doing one of my own. Yeah, we both will. Woohoo! We're gonna get them. That's what they mean by getting them. Welcome back to the shiny break room, where I have my shiny giveaway right in front of the screen. This Pichu has been taken home already by a kind viewer. But I want to reiterate, anyone who claims a Pokemon, not only do you have my thanks for taking them off my hands and getting them out of the adoption center, I guess. This could be the adoption center. If you would like to take a picture of yourself with your new shiny in some sort of game you can put them in, I will very, very gladly add it to this new slideshow that I have, which I'm really proud of, because just think of all the cool shots people could send me that I could put in here. Imagine having loads and loads of these. So yeah, I have ads running, a tiny little break. We won't be doing anything, so no one misses the stuff. What else? Which is better? The shiny Raichu or the shiny Alolan Raichu? Because shiny Raichu is just very orange, and Alolan Raichu looks like it got way too tanned. Oh, I actually still have the floating Tartaglia up here, even though he's also on my shoulder. Rats. Oh well. He's in 2 places at once. Sometimes I need a break and a drink. Let me just take a sippy. Well, I'm glad I got the 50-50 in there. I was making the little constellation icons and thinking, like, is it really worth making C5 and C6? Because surely I'm not actually gonna make it up there, but I did anyway. Although it felt like hubris. A 2-tart streamer. That's a... I don't like that phrase. Oh. Yeah, what would she have done with 2? She'd have to use both hands, I guess, if there were 2 of him. Do. Hello, Waspman. What? Why are you staring at me with those big eyes? That's such a huge icon. Okay, let's head back to it. Pichu. All right, how should we play this? I've still got my like 18k up there. I don't want to burn it like instantly. Although singles take a while. I was up to 40, right? She'd just have them fight each other and consume the other's power. Unfortunately, that sounds pretty accurate. I think I'll just continuously do singles for now, and we'll see what happens. I'll just like repeatedly do this. Should I exchange these? No, I won't, because I might. What if I want to change them into weapon ones? Who knows? Okay, 41. Am I going to lose count? I'm just going to keep doing them. Continuously doing singles is the purpose of the Friday night. Well, gosh darn. 43. I have no brain power. I have to say the number out loud. I take this cue from Five Tail though, like doing singles helps to not just flash it all. Oh, hello.
Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided your descriptions are reasonable.
I like how he's standing in some kind of salt-hewn wasteland. Every time we get one of him, we get basically a refund of that wish. And there's also one other thing. Oh, hey, Five! What did you say? I'm Inards. Five! I like that he's mean. He could be meaner. Oh, you're in ads. Why are you getting ads? I don't understand this. There shouldn't be any pre-rolls. I just ran an ad break. Why would it put you in ads? I'm really confused by how Twitch does this. But yeah, we literally just did a 3-minute ad break and it's supposed to take the pre-rolls off. Anyway, hi! I was just saying I'm going to do single pulls because that's what you do to stop, you know, the whole... Okay, Cassidy! Okay, I'm sorry, I'll keep pulling. Was this 45? I think it's 45. Let's recap. We are at pull 45 and he is currently C2. I put a giant C2 in the corner so I do not forget how many of these guys I have. Welcome to the cage match that is gacha pulling. I think that was 46. I couldn't put a counter up because I knew I would screw up doing a counter. But it's difficult to count singles. I keep looking at the 10 pull button longingly. Okay, maybe I'll alternate. I'll do 10 singles and then a whole bunch at once. Nothing. I think that's 10. Nothing again. Okay, let's do a big one. What do you mean the pulling? All right, let's splash out just the once. It's a big 4-star. Who'd I get? The downside to this game not having as many characters, like the upside was that you get reruns of who you want way more frequently. It feels like Brant only first run a couple months ago. I think it was more like 4. Compared to Genshin, where you can have someone just disappear for like 2 years or something. It's kind of dire. The downside is that there's kind of no 4 stars that you end up needing. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be maxed on 4 stars without really trying. Oh, I got a weapon. Well, that's fine.
The streams have guided me to you. I have a feeling we'll be companions for many moons to come.
I got Yang Yang. She's really boring. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to build her. She's that boring. Have someone disappear for 2 years. It's okay. You can say Tartaglia. I didn't even remember how long he'd been gone. Because I mean, I have him C6, so I don't take any notice of it anymore. I was thinking like, who was it who disappeared? Eula? Was it Eula or Shenhe who just didn't get? Does Risley have the record? I'm kind of surprised, but yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. I would pull more of him. I think I have him on C1, which I got really lucky on. I remember doing about 10 extra after getting him once, and I kept thinking, well, I'm not going to get another one. And then I did, and that's what it's all about. Eula and Shenhe disappeared for like 1.5 to 2 years each. See, it's because they're both cryo women. I can't remember which one hasn't been around. But I've already been called nicknamed Pi the woman hater Beanotron or whatever because of my gacha policy. Because I have never pulled a female character, a 5-star on a banner. Yeah, big feminism losses, unfortunately. Okay, I have no idea which pull we're on. I think everyone here seems pretty easy to convince I'm a misogynist. Oh, here's something.
Ranger Donjing. Worry not. My Crimson Blade will not harm you as long as you haven't done anything bad.
She's just kind of so much like so many other characters. There's so many redheads, and there's so many of them that have a monochrome gray and black outfit that has some like red tassels to it. It's so similar to other characters, it's very difficult to remember which one this is, but she's some sort of weird nuke that people can use to clear enemies if you know how to do it. Maybe I should learn that sometime. As a woman that Pi loves platonically, I can refute this. Hell yeah! 5 and can attest. I am not a misogynist, because I have female friends like Cassidy. It's like, oh god, it's like when people are like, oh, I'm not even gonna go there actually, I'm not gonna go there. The outfit does not do anything for me. They're all like this. Pretty much all the outfits are like this. Name 3 women across your gacha that you actually like. Well, I was trying to pull Chikona, so I think that counts. I would have pulled her, I just didn't quite make it. I was actively trying. So I like her, mostly because she's like, if Heizo had boobs. Yeah, it's the one who looks like Heizo. If it is, she doesn't count. Why? No, how come that doesn't count? That is a female character. How does that not count? She's in a game, she's playable, she has boobs. I was trying to pull her. You only like her because she looks like a dude. That's not true. I also like her because she's a bard and her weapon is a pistol. And I just think that's kind of funny. Like, I kept forgetting. I kept being like, wait, what was her signature weapon again? And then I'd open the menu and it was like, gun! And I went, oh, right. Okay, I've got one dungeon. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna... So, I'm in the fucking grease, whatever. Look, he's gonna eat this orange. He spawns an orange out of thin air and then he eats it. And then he gets health back. Who thought of this? He slowly gets health from eating a tiny bit of an orange. No, he didn't eat the peel. He cut it up with his, like, sword and, like, just to be a special idiot. What is that floating tornado thing in the sky? I don't know. I think it's something like Celestia, but why is the sky getting dark? Is the apocalypse happening? Oh wait, it's just nighttime. Do you want to watch him fail to open a condom?
Let me see.
Dude, there's a wall. The environment's the other way. I guess it's because, you know, he needs to not get scurvy, so need to be manhandled like that. Why does it get dark at night, local streamer? No, I forgot about nighttime. All right, I think I think now that we've got one copy of him, we should pick a different location. Where shall we go next? Just for a change of scenery. Well, I think I'll just fly around a bit and find somewhere to go. Gosh. Well, all the choices. Go to the ocean. But just in general? Oh, I know. I'll show you guys where he lives. So we can I'll do like a Brant tour of the world while we do this. I can fault this game for a lot of things, but being able to free fly around is not one of them. It's pretty good. Who does he hate? Toss them off a cliff and pull on their corpse. Are you just saying that because of the time when I was doing Wanderables and I had Tartaglia in my party and he was dead? And I kind of just forgot about it. Where does he live? Okay, I'm gonna flesh this out. I've just decided. MTV Cribs. Sure. I'm gonna go to Rinasita. What is that? Oh, that must be for the quest. I'm gonna go to Rinasita. And I'm gonna retrace the steps of his life and do my pulls in locations relevant to him. If I can think of them. So this is Rinasita. It's anime Italy. Thank you, Cassidy. This place is cool because they have guards that look like buff naked angels. When you were pulling for Linian through Fremine off a building. Oh yeah. I think I did that because it was like he will come save his brother. I was trying to bait him into saving his brother on the fall down. Oh yeah, everyone, every time I've shown this off on a stream or like to friends, everyone goes, wait, is that a fucking bathtub? Yeah, this is the inner city transit system. You sit in the bathtub and it walks you to your destination. And it's not a cutscene either, it actually does it. You too can get to your destination as slow as fuck. Yeah, it's got like milk in there. This is gaming. This is true gaming. How do I get out? I don't even... Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, God. Not the Italian milk bath. Whee! What else? So, the whole theme of this... Yeah, Gumming is in the other one. The theme of this is that... you know how I said you can equip your characters instead of artifacts. Finish your line. Finish your line.
Well, whatever it is, I'll play my role to the fullest.
Okay. Instead of artifacts, you equip them with shades of monsters you've killed before. I don't think it's a better system, it's just very similar. They can also transform into the monster at the top when they're in a fight, so you get to decide what ability that is. And then they convey stats the same way artifacts do. And it takes a long time before you can even pass whatever is going on this screen. The idea behind this location is that they utilize the echoes of the monsters that you can equip, but like just in general life. So, which one is this? I don't even recognize this one. So there's some echoes here that are playing music for everyone. They're like tame. They help people out. I guess these are also echoes acting as night lights. The tub pup is one. Why is he offering to do ibuprofen together? Because he loves me and he wants me to not be in... Oh, these guys. This is like object head of all time. It's an old-timey microphone that's a buff man. Can you go back to that ledge? What, up there? Yeah, give me a sec. The one with Tar and Ziegler on it? Yeah. Male body standards are insane. The mic-looking guys are very fun. Isn't that the Harbinger for Genshin Impact? Look, I can line their names up. That actually If I saw that in passing really quick, I would double take. Yeah. The gliding, yeah, there's gliding.
Beyond my
As
beloved
well as
horizon.
flying, although it doesn't look as good. Here is the tub pup park, where people have parked their tub pups while they go to Trattoria Margherita, where you can get a pizza. And this is an echo that is an oven, but kind of a squirrel, but it's the oven. Margherita is Scottish for some reason.
Phew, finally done for the day. And it all went smooth as butter. Ah, it's Rover.
Becky, fire up a special treat. Quick.
So late, my friend. Your stomach must be growling. Margarita's doors are open for you any time. And don't forget, no going hungry in Raguna.
Why is she Scottish? Because a lot of the US dub actors were on strike, I think. Red Rush is actually Scottish. That was the funniest way that could have gone. I do just really like looking at the pizza. Like, good God, look at this pizza. I can't zoom in. I'm trying to just angle. Look at this pizza. That looks good as hell. There's also like bread. Get this guy out of my face. Cupcakes! I didn't know they had cupcakes. Sorry, I missed that. I have to go back and read out. First I park my tub pup. Then I have no clue what the rest of that sentence is. Hang on, I have to change auto mod to allow I don't mind any kind of misogynistic terms in my chat, as we've established. I wish she did. I think that would be funny. Right, what was I doing? Right, I'm gonna show you the. That's the cathedral, right? That's the bank. That's the pizzeria. So I think this is just the cathedral. So if we go in here, he'd started climbing the walls. I don't know. I think I've been here just maybe one time. And it's not... What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is water. Why? They are standing knee deep in water. Surprise baptism! These things straight up give you the Vuvuzela treatment as you come in. Yeah, this is where I showed you this bit before. The old guy was like going, haha, I'm so old and so evil. Just openly. Okay, so this is the statue of the thing they worship. When are one of these anime gacha games gonna have a church that's like anime Scientology? See, the problem with that, I think, is Scientology doesn't have an aesthetic. You know, it's gotta be something that you can... What a thing to worship. So every region, instead of having an archon, you know, like that other game, they have a creature of some sort. And it's a benevolent creature that protects them. And this one isn't ever seen in real life. They just worship statues of it, and they have to be very devout. And it's half winged horse and half mermaid? But yeah, that's what it is. It looks like it doesn't know what it wants to be. So the whole storyline, it turned out that the original guiding creature of this region was a Pegasus, I think, like a full-on winged horse. And it ended up, to protect everyone, merging with its own evil self, which was a fish creature, and became half horse, half fish, which is, you know, it becoming half evil at the same time. And it's blasphemous to even acknowledge this. So the church completely ignores it and pretends that that's what it actually was the whole time. It's half horse, half fish, and you cannot tell us otherwise. The reason I'm here because of Brant is... Actually, I can open it. I don't have to try and remember. It'll be in
To which stage will
his...
life guide us next?
Wait. Character stories.
Well, whatever it is, I'll play my role to the fullest.
Where is it? He already did blasphemy. Let me just find it. Oh, that's right. They do reports on these guys. Okay, do more blasphemy. Oh, it's in here somewhere, right? Because otherwise I don't know where I got it from. Nope, this is... Oh, hello, glossary. Okay, I don't remember where you were told this, but he probably just explained it in his quest. When he was a kid, he was walking around the city, maybe with his parents, I don't know. And as a curious little guy, he pointed at one of these statues, and he was like, if this thing is so great, how come it's never around? And he was instantly captured by the Catholic Church and put on a ship to be sent into exile. And I don't know exactly how old he was, but I think it was like young. So that's how he got banished from the city, just for like saying that one time.
Let me see.
So now he's got his scope out to look at the damn thing. Let's continue. I don't remember what we were on. Let's do some singles. It was quite a long time before I realized that there is a tell for not getting garbage. Nope, that's nothing. I like to think we're encouraging him to do blasphemy. I'm so stuck in how expensive those boats are. I guess that's what everyone's taxes were going to. You know, it's Catholics. Who's gonna tell them not to do that? Send them away on Ibiza Banana inflatables or something. I'm trying to remember if I'm misremembering. Maybe they just dumped the people and took the boat back. Anime taxes. Maybe they just dropped the people off, but there are a lot of broken up boats in the place he ended up in. Come on, give me something. Oh! Hey!
The curtains pull back, and I am here to hunt for every laugh. Brant, at your service. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
There he is. That was... I don't know how many that was. That was... like 50, 60 maybe? It could have been 60 at Pity, which I think is 65. But I was on 50-50, so that is a win. Yeah, and the 5... Actually, not just 5 stars. Everyone gets a little animation when you pull them. And 5 stars get a really, really over-the-top animation. That's pretty lucky, actually. So, oh, I need to change. So that is now C3. Woohoo! We are halfway there. I don't think I'm going to get to C6, but like... it's gambling. You never know. Let's celebrate with a big 10. In fact, I'm going to do 10s for this one. We can afford to do this a little bit quicker. Actually, no, I need to change the place I'm in. Oh, we'll just keep going here for a second. Just a weapon. Let's do some 10s. Let's throw it all in the gacha sink.
Quit the chit-chat.
Oh, hello.
Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided your descriptions are reasonable.
Thank you for the refund. I'm glad I have him maxed and I'm glad to get a refund out of it. Anything else? Nope. Okay, more! What if he is growing on me? Does he oh!
Oh, time for another afternoon consultation, I see.
I got a 5-star and that was only up to 30. I think, right? I only did 3. Yeah, this is early. I don't know who it is though. This is a 4-star. She's just here. She's random. Jiggling? Yeah, there's a lot of jiggling. I'm gonna lose my 50-50 now. I cannot get 3 in a row. This will be a loss. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The curtains pull back, and I am here to hunt for every laugh. Brant, at your service. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yay! Oh my fucking god, that's a C4. Oh my god. I'm really surprised. I thought I was gonna lose a 50-50 at least. And have to run up against, you know, that wall for a while. Yeah, Jennifer English is in this. She's not too bad of a character. Okay, that's 2. We've been pretty lucky. Let's move to a different place. Next on the tour. I can bring her up and show you. Where is it? I think it's a hidden place. No. It's down here, right? No. It's there it is. Penitent's End. And then you Fool's Elysium is where they live, and this area is like where the ships end up. So I'm gonna go over there. Let's just see how wrong I was. Are there a bunch of ships? Yeah, it looks like a ship's graveyard. Look at it. The broken bridge called Wailing Ascent. It may be nighttime when you arrive. Do not panic. There's another one over there. Can I fly around and just like get a good look at it? After I find Jennifer English in the character gallery. Oh, I didn't go through the characters. Just really quick. Let's do a brief run over. I mean really brief because I keep doing this. For the benefit of anyone who's joined recently.
Another day, another heroic me.
This is Amber.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
This is she's boring.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
This is Baija. That's very similar to a Genshin character's name. So in my head, I kind of consider them siblings. For no reason, they don't look alike.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
This is the guy who I presume they developed trying to make a character that appealed to women, and he doesn't, so I don't know.
Perfect weather for a walk today.
This is Jiggles McGee. I haven't used her much yet, but to be honest though, to be completely honest, I think she's got one of the better outfits. Yeah, this is Breasting Boobily. I don't mind it though. They're actually contained within an outfit, and it's fine. It's got an open back, and okay, look, I'll be honest. She reminds me of Fez. I kind of like her a little bit because of that, just a tiny bit. They're looking at me. I can't help it. She reminds me of my own character too much, but she's got a whole outfit at least.
Make this quick. I've experimented.
There's Mortifi. We all know him. He's got feathers.
I should try to smile more, you say? Like this? I should try to smile more,
Sanhua
you
is
say?
like
this?
she's got a completely monochrome fit, and I don't know. The golden necklace is kind of her only real standout feature. And she's I can't remember the name of the trope, but she's like the kind who pretends not to like you and then Looks like Yelan. Oh no, there is a Yelan. We'll get there.
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles.
Danjin is
I didn't startle you.
kind of
did
like
I?
a berserker. She can just go off her hinges and kill stuff real easy, but she puts on a whole innocent thing. I guess men like that, maybe.
Anything I can help you with?
This is Yuanwu. He's
Anything I
nothing.
can help you with?
You'd think maybe a guy with a funky hat and some facial hair would be something, but no, he's nothing. Yeah, milady? I don't even know what his personality is. He wasn't in the storyline. He has no quest. I don't know what he's like.
Gotcha,
I can't stand her.
Eyes on the horizon.
Lumi is like,
Eyes on the horizon.
before Chikona, Lumi was probably the character the female character I'd say who had the best design. I really like it. It's sexy, but it's still like got a good silhouette to it. She's got a whole mouse theme. She's got a like a cyborg tail. I like the hairstyle. I think she's good. I like the fur hooded little jacket too. I'm good with Lumi.
Let me be there for everyone.
This is me. Unlike
head
Genshin, you
toward our
can
shared- let me be
equip your
there for
character with
everyone.
things. So
As
this
we
is
head
her
toward our
normally,
shared
but I've given mine a domino mask and a stupid little crown. It's very silly.
Time for another adventure?
I don't really like Encore. But she's got the voice of, what's the name of the radio jockey in Reverse 1999? Her name's escaped me. I've forgotten, but it's the same voice. And she's a good actor.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
She's like kind of combat good. Otherwise that's just Nahida.
I'll do my best.
Regulus, yeah, thank you. I don't know much about her because no one uses her. He don't. This is the poor boy who had a really fun anthro animal design, and then people hated it, so they changed him into a human with ears and a tail. And he used to look really cool. The furry who got shaved, yeah. He's got a sad story though. He's fine. He's weird in fights though.
I see my way clear.
This is Sephiroth.
I see my way clear.
I don't know anything about him really. They keep acting like we have some sort of emotional history with him. And he broods and he's like, you're the only one who can see the real me. But I think everything to do with him happened in one event. Like a limited, I think the first anniversary. He has a tacit Discord.
I see my way clear.
Is that a Discord server? I'm gonna allow that too. What do you... Oh, yeah. No, a tacit Discord is the name for every enemy, and it's the thing you equip to yourself instead of an artifact. It's just Sephiroth.
Battlefield is dynamic. The battlefield
Gian
is
is... I
dynamic.
pulled him
Do
because
not
he
let your
looks
guard
kind
down.
of fun, but there's kind of nothing going on there. I wish he was... I really wish he was like... just really stupid. I wish he was dumb as hell. I wish he had no brain cells. I think that would be fun. Classic 90s anime. That's a good way to put it. I liked his ponytail. He's just sort of like... I think he has PTSD from the war. That's kind of it. Okay, this is Yelan.
No rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our lap.
The hair is kind of interesting, but also like, what? Oh yeah, they all have speaker gourds. Sometimes they're on the... I didn't realize she's got chains attached to her sleeves. But yeah, another redhead.
May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor.
She's the equivalent of... I don't know how to put it. She's the equivalent of the character that's an Archon. The hair is like she forgot to finish pulling her hair through the elastic. Yes, that's what I keep thinking. If there were characters that represent the strongest person in the region, like an Archon, she is the equivalent of Zhongli.
May I pray for anything specific for you?
She's also kind of boring.
Plan with convention.
This is Changli. Her hair makes no sense.
Then conquer by ingenuity.
Like, she's got hoops that have hair tied onto it that's been cut off. So, girl, sort it out. This is just Sucrose if her tiny little boobs couldn't stop moving around like they had mice inside them.
The experiment begins. The experiment begins.
She didn't throw her corpse down from the skies. No, not even close, although it was very cribbed from that. This is just Al Haytham with a bionic arm. He's very strong, though, I have to give him that. He's gotten me through, like, a lot of shit.
Understood. I am here to...
He looks like he'd give me opinions on women's rights. I mean, no, if anything, he's too nice. This is Shorekeeper. She's just butterfly-themed and wears a nightgown. She's a must-pull if you play meta, but I don't really care.
Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
This is a straight-up yandere. She's like obsessed with you and tries to kill you every time she sees you, and you can see her underwear. At least she's got fun tights on though, and her fighting style is like, what do you call that stuff where you hang from the ceiling on a cord? Yeah, Radrosh's wife. We know this.
I alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle.
There we go. This is Jennifer English.
I alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle.
Shadowheart jump scare. I don't think I can make her say on any other lines just in this menu. She's fine. The thing I don't fuck with is the palette. But the rest of it's fine. There's a bit much going on. I think you could say that about a lot of these. Her personality is kind of decent though. She's not like a basic waifu type. She's got her own agenda, I guess. The voice acting really does sell a lot of it. She has a good line in her in that she has one. When she does one of her alt lines, it's like, instead of saying fortune favors the brave, right? She says victory favors me. She's kind of like slightly conceited, and that's kind of fun. I don't really like Richia. I think she's probably got the busiest anime design that's ever existed. There's just way too much happening and too many opposing colors. I can't really look at her or I'll get dizzy.
Today will be a fine day.
Phoebe's Catholic, so she loses. Fantastic, absorbent, amazing, unbeatable. There's nothing that... Okay.
Well, whatever it is.
The tides have...
It's Booberella! I cannot overstate how much those things move around. Like, I think I'll get banned if I have her on screen too long.
Anything I can help you with?
Zanny's fine. She's not my taste, but she's got an okay outfit and a fun style and a fun accent.
The divinity may foresee the future of the world, but I doubt they can predict which song people will play tomorrow.
Now, she's got the thing that I don't like, which is wearing what looks like a dress with visible underwear, which is not something anyone does. Like, specifically, you want to cover the underwear with the dress, so I'm not sure what that was about. But the rest of the outfit, I think, is quite good. I like that she's got these horn things. It's a fun aesthetic, and I'll try and pull her when she has a rerun.
The power to split and merge matter.
So this was the... God, you know when Genshin goes all in and tries to sell a character really, really hard? Like they did with Skirk? They pushed her so much. I'm pretty sure she's the top of power creep or something. She turns into a different secondary form where her boobs are bigger and she's stronger or something.
I
I shall have no one tarnishing victory.
I talked about Looper already. She's got a strange distinction between how it seemed like they were gonna pull her off and how she actually is. And then Frolova, she was evil and now she's dead and maybe not as evil, question mark? Who knows how that works? Was that last one the video you sent me with the jump scare in the middle? Oh, yeah, wait, the one, the Cantarella one? It was her, right? I think I showed you the video where they animated her, like, tonguing something. The blonde one.
The power to split.
I don't think so. I think that was Cantarella. All right, let's continue on. That's what we're dealing with here. Can I fly if I... Oh no, how... I need to get up higher. Maybe it was because their names are the same. Can I just jump up one of these? Have you ever had a dream? Like a literal sleep dream where you can fly, but there's a really specific requirement. So you can only fly if you do something. Because I've had those. And that's what it feels like to not be able to actually fly. Because you're not high enough. Okay, let's have a look. Ghost ship. Ghost ship there. Ghost ship way out here. Maybe they are really actually spending this much money on lost ships. Yeah, there's more lost ships here too. So this is where everybody ends up after they get sent on a pilgrimage. It's a little smaller boat. You're supposed to just die here. That's what Catholics do canonically in real life. Where should I go? This whole area is a bit samey and dangerous. Oh, there's a bunch of Fey Ignis here, and he likes those, so I will pull in front of this Ignis shrine. That's a good enough as ever. You gotta do a bit of cleaning. Okay, yeah, you go do that. Don't worry. We just pulled one. So I don't think we'll get another one like right now. Let's do a few singles while we're sitting here. We can relax. I mean, I'm pretty sure all my luck has been used up now. I gotta actually keep an eye on this or I'll skip through one that's actually something. We're down under 8,000 now, so... Did you show off the idle animation where he has a fruit? Oh, I think we saw it, yeah. How many pulls do you get for 8,000? I can't do that in my head. I should be able to because that's half of 16. You know what I mean. God, I mean, too early and plus winning every 50-50. This cannot continue. If I do get to, oh, there's something.
Quit the chit-chat.
It's Mortifi again.
Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided your descriptions are reasonable.
Oh, wait a sec. I was gonna say, if I did actually get to C6, I would just switch to pulling more of his weapon. The Mortifi fans in chat. There is something, actually. Let me just check. Genshin doesn't do this. If you go to... Purchase? No. Where is it? Oh, these are just summer outfits where you can make Carlotta undressed. Where is it? Oh, you can buy fancy wings. Anime feet! No! Okay, item exchange. Oh, it's way more. So they do this thing where you can purchase constellations out of the shop if you get enough of the exchange currency. So I'm currently almost halfway towards being able to buy Brant outright. But the equivalent is I could exchange these for how many? I could get 20 extra wishes. So I think the exchange is if you had 360, you could get about 40 refund wishes for that amount. So it's basically, do you think you would get a copy within 40 wishes or not? And that's probably a good exchange, right? Because 40 wishes gets you most of the way to pity, but you could still lose that 50-50. So it's whether you want to spend it, but I've still got a way to go actually, so I have to decide whether I want to grab extra wishes or just keep on getting more currency. Nope. Still, C4 is like pretty damn good. I don't have extreme savings going on here. So that's, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. What should I do? Should I keep the savings? If I did, I don't think I'd be able to work up enough of these coral things to actually afford a copy of him. Even within the next couple weeks. I'm surprised how much further there is to go, considering I've been getting lots of Mortafee who gives me a full, like, 8 of them. Come on, there's gotta be something. You don't got to decide now. That's true, unless I want to exchange them into wishes that I use on stream. Because I could just keep going. If I don't think I'm gonna reach 360, then I could just use the wishes and see if I get lucky. It's just like extra gambling on top of the gambling you already were doing.
The streams have guided me.
Oh, hey.
I have a feeling we'll be companions for many moons.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. So that was I think that was a full refund. One of the aspects of, you know, not having too many characters is getting a lot more refunds when you pull extras. They haven't added new 4-stars since... Have they not added new 4-stars since launch? I was just thinking about it, and like, all of the 4-stars come from the first region. Have they added any new 4-stars ever? They do have to develop a really every character has a lot of stuff going on in their combat skills and everything. So I do believe they have to, they're not just making a model and everything. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with how they work, like how they parry and attack even is going to take a lot of work. So I'm fine with them having a fewer number of characters, but I feel like you gotta pad out the 4-star roster a little bit. In HSR, you're coming up on a year without a new one. Really? It's hard to believe, but also, you know, they want to put more 5-stars out because they can get the big bucks for those. I just feel like sometimes it's like imagining them in the office and they're going, guys, did we forget anything? Nah. And then there's a bunch of cages that have 4-stars in them and they're just unfed. No one's remembered they exist. Okay, we're gonna go through the rest of the funds. And get nothing new. ZZZ is coming on 3 months. Like, that's not too long. If you got a 4-star 3 months ago, that's pretty good. Who was the latest Genshin one? I don't remember. It wasn't Aoife, was it? Was it Aoife? Let's do some 10 pulls. Let's speed towards the finish.
Quit the chit chat.
There he is again.
Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you.
Thank you for the 8 corals, Mortifi. I'll assume that's the only one. Yeah. I did this. Wait, sorry. Final Pan voice. I do this. Okay, we're nearly at the end. I think my luck has been used up. But we did really... Oh, there it is.
Tell me what you need and I'll
Hi.
make it for you.
Okay. I'm getting more of him. Waiter, another Mortifi. I've got so many of the basic, these things, which is the equivalent of... You know what? I don't remember what the Genshin name for them is. The Stardust, you know? It's the normal is Stardust and the special is Star Glitter, right? I never got, like, figured out which was which. In Genshin, I have run out of it and I was unable to purchase the discount fates from the monthly store. So I have to pull something before the end of the month to get more of this. In this game though, I have got like 5,000 of them and nothing much to do with it. Okay. I'm at 189. I could buy 23. Actually, they're called convenes. No, they're called Radiant Tides and the thing you do is a convene. 360 is so much though. Alright, so I now haven't got that much left. We'll just throw some singles in. Thank you for all of the Twitch Wuthering Wave rewards. Wait, are they doing rewards? I didn't even put drops in my title. Are they doing drops? I didn't even realize. Do I get drops? Oh, I've got... Who is it? Is it Mortifi again?
I am Baija, a researcher at the Huashu Academy.
It's Baija!
Let me witness where this encounter will take us.
You got a Wuwa reward. Hooray! Congrats, everyone. You should get some for streaming. I swear, every time this happens, I check and it doesn't give me any for actually streaming the game, but I'll have to see. Alright, let's finish this up. Let's finish every last whatever the hell these things are called. I can do more, 2 more. You get a free Mortifi for watching for 15 minutes. Alright, that's it. That's it. That's everything. Unless I buy out of the shop. Now, I genuinely don't think I'm going to make it to 360. I'm just about halfway there, and that was with all the savings from a couple months whenever Chicona left. So in 2.5 weeks, I'm not going to make enough currency to get the rest of it. I think you'd need to like save this up intentionally for quite some time. So given that, I'm going to spend my... What is this called? Afterglow Coral. Jeez. I'm going to spend it on... Let's do 10. And I'm also going to move. I'm going to move to a final location just for the sake of it. And I have to run ads. Because it's been... God, it's been an hour already. Then we'll finish this up. And then I'll just do whatever the new quest is until it's time to raid 5 and veg. So let me just move us into the break room and throw an ad on. So apologies if anyone gets stuck in another ad break. There we go. I'm gonna have a drink. I've actually been yelling way more than I would ever speak. This is our break room for the duration of ads, where we can look at the shiny Pokemon I've given away. If anyone isn't familiar, I give away a shiny Pokemon in every stream, and if you get here early enough, you can nab it using channel points. But I'm happy to say that people have been taking them away. Who's this handsome and fiendishly clever lass on the screen? Oh, I don't know. I would love to get more shots of people having fun with the shinies I gave away. What is the thing I always think I always think, oh, I should have said this. The requirements, basically, you need to have Pokemon Home on your mobile. Sorry, it's just phone now, isn't it? I'm showing my age by calling it that. You need to have Home on your phone, a free download. You can send the Pokemon into any of the Switch games, but you don't have to. You can just keep it on your phone and look at it occasionally. I need to get an image when I evolve it into... Yeah, you should get one with it as a Tyranitar or something. Or whatever has the coolest color palette. I think with my own shinies, I'll probably evolve them to the stage that looks the best. Or something. I have Home on my Telegram. I don't know. I don't know. It makes sense that we didn't get him during that, though. We didn't get Brant during that because... That was while we were in the horrible no man's land of broken, expensive ships. So of course we didn't. That's a bad place for him or something. We'll go to his like home next, I guess. If you were lacking in something to trade out of Home, you can always start up Pokemon Go and grab literally anything, and then you can transmit it into your phone, and then you can send it to me, and I'll send you a shiny in return. That is something you could do. Oh yeah, Pupitar is purple. Yeah, it's quite a bright purple, isn't it? I like that in what is Scarlet and Violet, the acid green Jolteon seems to be a little bit more muted. I don't know if that's good or bad. Like, if you were really a huge fan of bright green Jolteon, you'd be like, oh man, that's my boy. Look what they did to my, look how they massacred my boy. Okay, let's check back. I'm still kind of bowled over. C4 is so decent for the amount of stuff I had to spend. I won every single 50-50. This is just ridiculous. So yeah, I'm really good with this. Okay, this is Fool's Elysium. It's a circus themed little settlement inside of a cave, just at the same area where we were looking at the broken up ships and everything. And this is Brant's ship. It is a stage built on the back of a giant turtle. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what he was. I mean, he's got a ship in the character trailer, but also I'm pretty sure this is what you meet him on. So I don't know. This is where everyone lives who's been exiled from Rinasita on a pilgrimage, and he built a place that they can all live in so they wouldn't die. Yay! And they've all got like clown outfits on. Is this game worth playing because it has free flying abilities? No, but it helps. I think this is the main tent. I wish he was like just standing around so you could talk to him. Where shall I be? What are these tents for? I don't remember. I think they just party all the time, basically. These people are just drunk. Okay. Sure. I have never seen this thing before. What the hell is that? That's not an enemy. It's depressing how many kids there are, but I like to believe the people here paired up and then had kids here, rather than the kids were, like, actually exiled and sent to die, you know. Alright, this is a good tent. This will be the last stop. We can see the big boat, but we're home! Let's buy the last few... Wait, didn't I buy 10 already? I bought 10, so let's do another 10. You will live in the corner while I frame. Let's see if we can get... I mean, I think we'd have to get lucky. I don't think we'll hit pity with these. Who's it gonna be? It's Danjin.
Worry not. My crimson blade will not harm you as long as you haven't done anything bad.
Okay. Alright, Barkeep, another 10. I'm hedging my bets. Like, if I did get another one of him... Nah, I probably would just keep going anyway. Let's see if we... How... I can't check, and I haven't been counting, but... Oh! No! No, it can't be. I cannot win a fourth 50-50. I can't. It's not gonna happen. If I do get him, instead of saving up to buy one out of the shop, that justifies this decision. Like, extremely. Oh shit, a gun. There's still time for the Mortifee sweep.
I'll handle your commission. Alone.
It's Sephiroth time, actually. Well, I couldn't have asked for better than what I got. It's fine. I haven't even built him. Unfortunately, if you look at the tier lists, he's always really far down. Apparently, he's just bad. You're unguaranteed. Yes, I do have a few more pulls, and I am unguaranteed. So if I grab, what if I got another one? Nah. That's okay. I got 3 50-50s. One. That ratio is insane. Let's grab everything that I still can. 11! I got a lot for that. Alright. I can do 10, and then I can do one more. Oh man, I pulled 2 5-stars in Genshin once, and the high I got. Oh look, it's Mortifee.
Tell me what you need, and I'll make it.
Yeah, so did I. I think I've done it. I think I may have done it twice. I know I did one with Ito, and 5 was there, and we were on the 50-50, and the 5-star came up, and it was D-Luke, and I was in the middle of like commiserating like that. Oh man, and 5 was going, yeah, you got D-Luke, like that's still super cool. And then 2, like the next ones in the multi-wish, Ito came up, and I like screamed. Oh, that was your C6 D-Luke when you got, yeah. He likes to, actually I had the thing where D-Luke kept on showing up when I was pulling characters that it felt like he wouldn't approve of. I lost to D-Luke on Tartaglia and Ito and Someone, who else is a little shit? Someone else. And it felt like he was going, look, you are better than this. You deserve a better man. And I'm like, no, I don't. Okay, I have one more. I just got one more before I start saving and then spending everything in the next like 12 days on him, of course. Ah, one last one. How do you always get the Birdmen character flocking? Do I? Who? Which are the Birdmen? I mean, okay, D-Luke is, yeah. For all the marbles, one last one. I don't know what that's from, but that's really cute. Oh, I got a 4-star. More to be sweet.
Dreams have guided
No! I don't care about you. Do you look, Brant, a little blobber on your shoulder? I don't know if I'd say they were bird-coded. D-Luke is, though. Well, there we go. That was as many pulls as I could keep another shot pull. Wait, do I have another shot pull? I wasn't paying attention. Where is... Can I squeeze one? I've got 2 more! Amazing, I can do 2 more. I forgot I'm getting refunds on every single 4-star now. Oh, look. It just keeps going. Nope. Okay, last one. This really is the last one. This is 100% absolutely the last one. Oh. I think it was funnier if it ended on Yang Yang. Is that her name? I already forgot. Sorry if it isn't. Okay, there we go. That's the end. We got C4.
To which stage will life guide us next?
Look at him. Okay, I don't know what these constellations do. You got 12 days. Oh no, I'm not worried. Like, the only thing I'm getting in this game is Brant's. If I'd gotten to C6 in this one stream, I would have had to stop playing it and do something else. So, you know, I'm glad I have a reason to continue doing anything. What does this do? Mid-air attack increases crit rate by 30%. Outro skill gains a new enhancement. Cast by the incoming resonator or nearby. Hits a target within 20 seconds. Brant deals the hit target... blasts the hit target, dealing fusion damage equal to 440% of his attack. As an explosion. Triggered twice, 1 time per second. The Brant C6 uninstall stream. Maybe. That sounds really good. I have no idea what value his constellations have, but that sounds kind of great. He leaves and then everything explodes. Okay, what's this one? Damage multiplier of... Is that the thing where he drops an anchor on people? Because that already one-shots most things. And it's going up by nearly half as much again. What? This is gonna... That's kind of ridiculous. The shield from Return from Ash... Yes, that is the anchor attack. Is increased by 20%. Casting, it restores HP for all nearby in the team. Based on his energy regen, which I have, like, really pumped up. Okay, so that gives him better shield and a heal from the anchor. But it says nearby. Does that still apply to my own team? Surely it does. Surely they didn't give him an ability that only affects other players. His energy regen is 250%, which is the break point for him being, like, really good. I forget how this works. But yeah, I did do that on purpose, and that's why his weapon comes with energy regen as its stat. Look, it's literally Genshin. This is literally how Genshin works. It's got 2 main stats, and one of them is, like, built for him. Anyway. Oh yeah, once I C6 him, I have to C5 his weapon. I mean R5, his weapon, obviously. It's still called R5 in this. So yeah, the grind will not stop. I've got more constellations to do, but fucking whatever. What time is it? Alright, we still have a few minutes. I'm gonna continue with the quest that was added in this update. And we can all chill. We've finished the polls. Luck was on our side. There is now a throbbing C4 in the corner of the screen until stream ends. You gotta finish off stuff at work. Thank you for coming. I'm so happy you were here, Five, and Cassidy as well, who is also busy. You guys have got important adult stuff to do, and I am absolutely blessed by having you attend a stream. Thank you so much. Go ahead and get back to work and stuff. I hope nothing like happened while you were watching. But yeah, thank you. I really enjoyed having you guys here. Yeah, look, I mean, you can't see any difference, but we all know in our hearts that he is now 42% stronger. What is this? What are you doing? What is this? Oh, he's flying a kite. He's flying a kite with an invisible string. Oh, there it is. There's actually a kite up there. I'm not reading that out. No, that was great. I'm so happy you guys were able to sit in. You stole my remaining luck to get the drop you wanted. Well, that's fine. I'm kind of happy to donate some to you because I did really fucking well. I don't think I've ever won 3 50/50s in a row before, ever. I've never even flipped a coin a bunch of times and gotten that many. Wait, where am I going? There's a tavern. Well, I can't tell where it is, so I'm gonna fly there. Fuck it. Woo! If there's any combat, we'll get to see how strong he is now. But, okay, what's gonna happen? I don't even know what kind of storyline this is. I think it said interlude. Oh, God.
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy. Air's all wet. Oh, man. Please let me finish my sentence. Ugh. Cold, cold.
Shut up, Abby. I'm trying to enjoy my pizza.
All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna. Whoa! Pinch me! This is a feast and a half!
It's just spaghetti.
Hey, Rover. So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Oh, that. Don't worry, money's not an issue.
Oh, in case anyone here is more familiar with Genshin, which is understandable, this is basically Paimon. I'm sure you could tell.
All our food and lodging here in Septimon is built straight to the F4's palace.
Look, there's shrimp on a stick. Deep fried shrimp on a stick. What is that behind the shrimp? Is that like a weird flat burger? Oh my god, look at the cup of coffee! Look at That's the guy from fucking Undertale! Why is the dude from Undertale here? I'm taking a screenshot of this. Hang on. Hang on. I'm... BRB. I need to save this picture. Okay, there we go. Where's OBS? There we go. Oh my god! Wait, what is that?
But I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon. And you know me. If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed.
I want that pizza so bad.
Free stay, free meal. Chef really knows how to treat guests. Maybe we should, you know, hang around a bit longer.
If they ever do a collab with Genshin, which I'm sure they would enjoy, but Genshin has no reason to do, and probably resents them for stealing most of their UI and systems and character ideas, they should just make Paimon and this thing hang out, and everyone else gets a break from having to deal with them.
This smells amazing.
Is there gonna be a plot line, or is it just this?
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathia's right, the last clues should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus.
I've now realized I can click on these and get a description. The front line against the dark tide. Remnant energy gathers here in unusual density, with a blight cloud perpetually looming overhead. What's high tide season? What does that have to do with this?
We're so close to the finish line. Just one step away. But our pace has slowed.
Relax. We're already back in Septimon. What's the rush? I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis Plateaus.
Enjoying my pizza in the torrential rain. Honestly, I would love that. Pepperoni's blowing around. I would eat a pizza in a storm. That sounds cozy.
And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords.
Let's introduce this area in the weirdest way possible.
Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Aphra's invite did say something about a big hunt. Huh, that reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
God. If I was to give advice on how to not write a scene to set up a plot line, my number one thing would be, don't have your characters just doing some random thing like having a meal and then say, hey, weren't we supposed to meet a major character today? Oh yeah! And then they go and do that.
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed.
Oh, okay. It's not really
Looks like
happening, so
it'll
they
be
get a pass. We're just gonna sit in the rain.
An
Hey, weren't we supposed to go to war?
throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it. And why me for this hunt? If it's about the great Aegon, the messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
It does make sense that we're getting into the part of the story that involves the Wuthering Waves version of Mawika, who is literally the same character in appearance. Because in Genshin, you know, you get to Natlan and you get a bit of an introduction, you meet some people, and then you go to the big arena, and Mawika is there, and she does a big speech, and then she fights Capitano and wounds him, and her hair turns into fire, and she does a bunch of cool shit, and then she kind of directs the plot from there and turns out to be like the architect of a bunch of the storyline. And in this game, they made a clone of Mawika, and we saw her a bit when we got to the stadium, and she didn't do anything, and then she left. So, like, yeah, of course we have to, like, learn about this character because she's gonna be able to be gambled on, so she's gonna have something. But it was really funny how she literally didn't do anything or even show up.
You think so? I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses.
How would you know? We don't know her at all.
And as the Ephor, can she really thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
Probably.
Guessed from afar, you possess eyes as clear as crystal, but what troubles you so that eyes once bright as the highland sky now darken with rolling clouds?
Hello?
A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles.
Sorry, I'm kind of just... Who the hell... What? I'm just taking this in. This... Is it just me or does this look like... Who's the HSR guy? I've been looking at him several times every hour and I've forgotten his goddamn name. He's got marks behind the blindfold like he was crying. What is going on?
The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne. At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as honorable as the Epher must learn when to be ruthless. In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
Well, it's difficult to make a judgment because every other character has red hair in this game, but whatever that Mawika lady's name was, she has red hair and he has red hair and he knows stuff about her, so maybe they're siblings and maybe he did what he's talking about. Maybe he was trying to get the throne and he's blind now and that's why he's warning us.
I am Nestor, a traveling poet.
Sure.
The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then,
I'm glad we've got cocktails at least.
if you are curious about the Epher, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
It's so sad. He's blind, so he hasn't noticed his mascara running. It's really sad.
Wait, how do you know she's the champion? And all that stuff about the F-4 too? Huh? Your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only one.
He's spared having to look at Abby. He's like, there's a person here talking to me, and you're like, yeah, sure, let's go with that. It's better than the alternative.
Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Epher.
Okay, Augusta. I need to try and remember her name. The other interesting thing about her is that the voice actor is Welsh, and I just thought that was an interesting choice.
That's why I speak of her with some familiarity.
You don't really hear Welsh accents in anime much. I think I could probably say that. Not like I'm a big anime connoisseur or anything.
I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits. Augusta.
Okay, so who had the better drip? Augusta or Malwika? I think at least she's one of the designs that you could comfortably say, yeah, okay, have the legs out. It's not going against some sort of convention. Yeah, the legs would be out. So, yeah, fine.
A girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent, a commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place, just like the burning sun was once a cloud of dust.
Yippee! Oh, there's a UI happening. What? What? So I choose what I'm saying? What are you trying to do, or what methods do you have in mind? Having the listener become the protagonist of such stories might be a good option. This should add a more immersive touch to the sounds and images you've yet to hear and see. Continue? You are Augusta. You shall relive her past, face the same choices she once made. Please forget your name for now. Okay. What? This is such a baffling idea. Why do we need UI to tell us this? Weigh your choices carefully. Her past decisions may not have always been the best. Take a deep breath. A small frightened girl clutching a sword stands amidst the ruins. A group of solemn Septimontian gladiators stands guard around her. We know what the Dark Tide did to your home and we're here to help. Timidly observe the man in front of you. Or boldly observe the man in front of you. So I have to guess what she did? So what I was told is that she was a commoner and a resonator of modest talent. So she probably... and she's a kid, so she'd probably be timid. Different choices will change the corresponding stat value. Health. Reach 100 reputation. Is the whole thing done in this UI? Take the food offered. Refuse the food. He's probably on the level about giving me food. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at those ruins won't change anything. Okay. Bring your sword and come with us. Grip sword with determination or let go of it. Well, he's telling me to bring it. This is very confusing. I will look back at the ruined village. The story ends if a stat drops to 0. Complete once the corresponding goals are met. So I have to reach 100 of this. But I don't know what 100 is indicated by. You choose to leave the village. You lack the strength to protect the home you're leaving behind. In your travels, you... the reputation thing is glowing. Does that mean that it increases? So if I want to get more reputation, surely I should engage with them so they get to know me? Okay, it went up. I don't know if what the alternative would have been. You arrive by ship, you wave them goodbye, and notice the square is crowded with citizens. What a strange way to do the quest. Like, we're just gonna look at some text and cards? I shouldn't have chosen to stream this. Show or... So this would, I think, increase strength reputation, and this just increases strength. Yeah, okay, they both went up. The gathering people push you towards the crowd, increases the heart, and then increases the strength. Okay, well if I need to keep them balanced, let's just do that. The passion-filled eyes of onlookers, or disdain in the eyes. Oh, that's a fun one, actually. So someone is saying, Septimont reveres strength, only the victor reigns. This is a law older than the city itself. Do you interpret that as being a passion-filled statement or a one of disdain? I'm gonna go with this because of my stats. Such is the way of this city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. If there's a way to dominate the arena, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Quietly leave the crowd, or tear down the poster and walk away from the crowd. Why would I tear down the poster? Three words stand out in the incessant chatter: identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. There are always those commoners who view the Aegon as mere boring displays of butchery, but we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats shrieking in the dirt. That sounds kind of entertaining, actually. What we crave is true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. Want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are going to try for the Aegon this year? You're concerned about your status and talents. Ignore their words. Oh, here's the guy speaking. The rules demand a mentor at your back, someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day. Okay, this is a strange way to present the story. It's never done anything like this before. I guess they wanted to explain the backstory of this character, but there wasn't really a way to do it by having her speak to you, because you can't just sit down with someone and say, hey, what's your entire backstory? Which Genshin had to grapple with when they did Skirk's quest. And it's like, okay, well, Skirk is not going to talk to you about anything she's ever done. So how do you manage to reveal that to the player? So I'm just baffled by the card related choice thing. You come across Kato, a retired gladiator star who takes on a few proteges. Why don't you start by telling me a little about yourself? You choose to speak honestly or lie. Reputation is the only thing here. Well, maybe my identity as someone who survived having, I think, my town, whatever it was, destroyed by the tide is something that people would think is gladiator worthy. The dark tide took your home, and you came to Septimont seeking strength. Is that so? Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. Try to argue, or stay silent. I mean, you'd have to argue. He's testing to see whether you really want to do this. Look him straight in the eye. Or tighten. No, we need more crown. Let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. Yeah, we've already decided on this. You are quickly defeated. So you don't even get to do a practice match. God, I really chose the most static thing to stream for the end of my poll stream. Do I get to leave this and save and quit at any point? Apparently these raise the same thing too. Continue. I wonder what happens if I just pick give up. Oh, did I lose? Oh, I thought it was like, and then you went home. I won't surrender. I can't stop here. That's the same thing, really. How many different routes are there in this? He hands you his sword and turns to leave. The victor claims the weapon of the defeated. The sword is yours now. Just nod. The moment you step into the arena, you will lose this name. The spectators may brand you with a number, a symbol, or even the name of a wild beast. Why? Oh, right. So only the person who wins gets their name chanted by the crowds. I see. Okay.
Fail enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness? Or perhaps, for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold.
Nesta, my food is so cold. Yeah, no, my pizza. My giant bowl of spaghetti. No. I think it's not like that was a particularly ineffective way to present the story. It did work because I was forced to think about the choices and therefore inhabit the character, so that worked fine. It's just that this game presents you with so many oddball systems that seem to come out of nowhere. Usually in minigames, but that whole thing like, okay, we're randomly doing this now. Alright.
And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story.
His voice reminds me of someone else in this game, and I cannot place who it is.
Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone. They are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the F-word we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth.
Rub it in, why don't you?
I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now. Do you mean Cato? Do you believe Cato handed her that final victory on purpose? And that his scathing words were a test of her resolve? Then Cato must have been an idealist to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where
there's people just doing a jig back there next to my pancakes. Look at them bopping away. They don't seem to mind. Okay, so I go back to him and I just do another one of those. I'm sorry, Nesta. I can't face another one right now. There's a strange, they keep doing this. multiple times when someone is in the city to begin, not just this city, any city, to do some sort of quest, it begins a rainstorm. And the rainstorm continues until you complete that quest. And this happened in multiple other cities. I just think it's funny that's the only time you get to see it rain. I like the rain effect though. Is he going to be the Nestor, or if they're just using the name? Sorry, can you remind me, what does that come from? I know I've heard it before, but I don't remember where. I think it would be really fun if... he's not going to be a playable character, but having a blind playable character might be fun. Oh look, it's one of the beefy guys. Vodka if they weren't cowards. Oh god, look how much atmosphere the rain gives stuff. This rules. He's the king of Pylos in the Homeric Odyssey. He gives advice mostly. That seems similar. I mean, he's obviously here to give me advice. It's probably an intentional pull from that. I like that it's ancient Greek, but they also have actual TV screens. There's, like, the technology is not too apparent. It's basically just advertising. Who was that man? Was he single? The beefy thing. This isn't a man. This is an echo of a monster, and I don't think he has any purpose here other than to just flex for people. This is also an echo. This wobbly thing. I don't know what these do. No clue. It's kind of weird. I like how there's a guy practicing in front of him. Sometimes you can spot cute stuff. Like, that's adorable. I don't often take much notice of what's going on because I'm too busy min-maxing. I'm too busy flying through the fucking clouds, to be honest. Whee! What on earth is going on in that particular shop? I just like how it looks in the rain, actually. Oh, let's fly under this. Whee! There's also a cable car that I've never used. I wonder how far I can go before the rain just kind of mysteriously stops. Because it's definitely localized. Well, we've done our pulls. The quest seems like it's not like the most streamable thing in the world. It's not time for me to do the normal raid, but I'm thinking possibly I might raid into Bree, because I know Bree was streaming as well, and then Bree's gonna stream into Five and Veg, so really it all works out. I can just find. Yeah, I'm gonna raid into Bree now and say hi.
Let me see.
Because there's not too much else for me going on. But you know, as I said, I'm really pleased with how the polls went. C4 is really great. I'm investing entirely in this one guy because he fucking deserves it. I mean, you look sort of miserable because he's standing in the rain, but I have to assume he's happy too. So that's gonna be it from me. I'm gonna write my sign off there, and thanks everyone for coming. I know the people who came for the polls have moved on by now. There's many other people streaming to go watch, but everyone who was here,
hey little one,
I'm super happy that people came along to see what I was up to. We don't have to be polite about this game. Like, it's not the best game ever. It's it builds a lot on what Genshin does and is able to iterate on that in some ways that are interesting. But it's mostly boobs. So yeah, I just show this every now and again when I'm pulling someone or whatever. I've got something really fun going on. But we can make fun of it. Like I don't. There he goes. There's the orange. He does. See, he slices it up before he eats it. He doesn't shove it in his mouth. He's gonna just stand there, earning 7 HP a second while I move on. Okay, if anyone would like to copy the raid message, we're gonna yell "Game Eel Sups" at Bree. Was it Bree who came up with it? I can't remember now. I'll be back on Sunday, where we do our usual Sims stream, and we'll have a new shiny to give away. And that's all I can think of. So how do I /raid raid? There we go.
Hey, little one.
Oh, he's messing with the.
There you go.
Faye Ignis again. He fed that thing an orange. I wish he'd throw an orange at my face. Thanks, Stream Elements. Anyway, we're gonna head off and raid Bree. Throw the raid message out if you got it. I hope to see you again this weekend, or I'll be coming back with more Prey next week. And thank you for coming to watch. This was really cool. Like, I was pretty lucky, and I cannot say I'm disappointed. So, good all round, I think. Thanks everyone, and good night.